Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day from my listeners everywhere. Welcome back to the Max Talks pod. And it's another beautiful day. Well, you guys, today is going to be an interesting one. We have a lot in store for you, but today is mainly just going to be advice from your boy here. We're not going to go really deep into much things, and the topic is still on relationships. You feel me? A lot happened this week, and I feel like as usual, for people that have followed this podcast, you basically know way too much about my life that regular guys shouldn't. But you guys do know, so and I'd like to keep that closeness. I'd like to keep that connectivity, connection with you guys because even though you may not know me personally, at least you know about me, so that's really cool. And you guys love to hear about my life, so I guess that's really cool too. All right, so this week your boy collected breakfast. Let's just start with that. Not necessarily breakfast because we're not necessarily in a relationship. For obvious purposes, I'm not going to out her. She is a good human being, so obviously there's no. This is not to vindicate. This is not to indict her. This is not to come and make her seem like she's a shallow person. No, 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 no. I'm just saying my story so that we can learn from it. We can get some main points and we can grow. You understand? That's the essence. But before we get into that personally, let's really just say welcome to the new listeners, to the new subscribers to Max Talks. I love you guys so much. You guys are doing so much for me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being around. It's been an awesome time with my listeners on this podcast. It's been just awesome, really, and I wouldn't be here without you guys, and like I said, I'm going to need you guys help. You guys just have to, as you join this podcast, whether you're a newcomer or whether you've been here for a while, I just need you to pick up that link, share, like, subscribe, continue to share, because I realize that a lot of people still don't know about Max Talks, and I'm like, what, like, how do you not know about Max Talks by this time in community university? Like, these are the things that if you love your friend, I don't believe you should keep them from this kind of shit. You understand me? So I feel like we should obviously let everybody know this is an amazing podcast. Obviously, I understand that it may not relate to everybody. Some people may look at it and be like, this isn't my thing. And I respect that. You understand? I can't obviously make content for 100% of people. We're just looking for the majority, and we're just looking for people to vibe with. If it's your shit, then you can vibe with it. You feel me? It's not necessarily it's a podcast for as many people as possible. We're trying to reach as many people as possible using diverse topics on different things. Plus, just giving you gist, random gist. Like, which other podcast can you tell me you get premium gist about the host like this? Most hosts just keep things personal, keep personal things away. But you guys have in-depth analysis on the boy, the mind, the enigma, David Maxwell. All right, so let's just move on to that. I just really need you guys to share. This is my last week before we get back to school. I'm sure you guys are excited about that, as I am. Not necessarily for school like that, but we're going to be getting new hosts. We have a lineup for you guys. I'm sorry, like you. What am I saying? Sorry, you guys are going to love it. The lineup that my team and I have come up with, like lineup for episodes, is going to be late. It's going to be hot. It's going to be crazy. So you guys should stay woke. You guys should get ready because it's going to be. If you've not been following, make sure you keep up with the next few episodes while we're in school because it's going to be hot. Trust me, it's going to be hot. We're going to do a lot of stuff. So we're going to do games. We're going to do breakfast stories. We have an episode dedicated to that. We're going to have a lot more guests. Valor is coming back. Numa, Jones, Azaino, and the likes. We're also going to have new female guests, so that the girls on the podcast don't necessarily feel left out. It's not just about a male's perspective, it's about getting diversity, you understand, getting a woman's touch on the podcast. And so to that effect, we're having so much to do, we're having so much to say, and I'm really looking forward to it. You're going to be having beautiful girls giving their perspective, beautiful and intellectual, obviously. We don't want you get beautiful intellectual girls giving their take on different topics ranging from spirituality, academics, making decisions in CU, relationships, finances. All of you that like money, we have guys that are going to come in and going to talk to you about money, how to deal with SAPA, making the right food choices in C. It's just going to be a lot. Like, you guys are going to love it, and we have the lineup for the whole semester. So it's obviously there are going to be some cases where the gist that happens to me is just hot, and I need to tell you guys. So there are going to be breakups, like, obviously, but like not breakups not like people breaking up, but like when there's a gist that, oh more, this thing happened to me this week and I just need to yarn you guys. Obviously there's going to be that, but like the standard roster for the semester is set, and we're really looking forward to it. We're just looking around to add guests now. I think, yeah, the only problem right now is just adding guests. That's the only thing that is left for us. So in due time, sorry for this thing. It's my laptop I've been using, so please bear with me. After a while, I'll sort everything out. I'm at home. By the time I get to my team, because everything we're doing right now is online. But by the time we get specific to my team, all these things, you stop hearing it. We'll have a permanent space in school. We'll have a proper stuff. We'll be registered under Covenant University. You'll be seeing much more of Max Talks officially very soon. So yeah, I think that's all for announcements. I spent 6 minutes doing an announcement. Jesus is Lord. But let's get into it. The podcast today is basically just going to be about, life lessons, and then telling you guys what happened. Now, I met this girl. Let's call her Jessica. Jessica is not her name. You can, people that know me already know her, so it's chill. I met this girl, Jessica. Now, Jessica is a very interesting person. Like, from day one, let me tell you how interesting she is. I followed Jessica on my whatever. I just followed her on IG, but she didn't reply at first. Yeah, I understand. So when we go home, when I started my IT, just chilling, vibing, and for that first day, it was cool. Second day, she followed back, and I just said, "Oh, cool, hi," and then we started talking, we started gisting, we started, having fun, playing from day one. All of you that somebody is texting you are giving them dead vibes. You just did it, and you wonder why you're single. You get the idea. Jessica was just a vibe from day one. You understand? At that point, I obviously didn't reason her as relationship material. Not because of anything, because bro, it's just day one. How will I already be taking off dating you from day one? It's not even that deep. You get me? So we were talking, and it was cool. Then all of a sudden, we got to the point, and then we called. I don't even understand how that happened. I just know that day one that I met her, we called, and I was like, wow, I've never done that before. Like, it takes at least a week or two of getting, or fast, if a month, if getting close to somebody before we can even get to that calling stage. But day one, we started calling, and I'm not even talking short call. I'm talking 2-3 hours call. The first day was like 2 hours. Then for the first 2-3, I can say for the first month, we called almost every day. Okay, let me not say for the first month. For the first 2 weeks, we legit called every day. I'm not even joking with you. Sunday to Sunday, we called every single day for the first 2 weeks. Then after that, obviously, we got busier. IT came on. She's doing IT. So we got busy, and eventually, the calls dissipated. Before, it used to be every day, then it became a few times a week, then not at all. So, but after a while, I started feeling something for her, I think. And then, I just told her about it, that, I think I'm beginning to catch feelings and everything. And she was like, yeah, she too, she's feeling it. I'm like, oh, so what do we do from now? Because she's the kind of person that she's not ready for a relationship for many other reasons. And I was just like, well, from my past relationship that you guys have heard about, the first mistake I made was rushing into, pushing somebody that wasn't ready and rushing into a relationship. So I always told myself that, no, I'm not going to do that again. If she's not ready, we'll chill, we'll relax and wait for her. She was like, she may not be ready for a while. I was like, well, we'll see how long I can last. You understand? And we're okay with that. Over time, the feelings continue to grow. The thing, we're not even in a situationship, to be honest. It was just like, we're just enjoying each other's company for the while. We talked, we study shit, basically. Then, yesterday, you understand, she just texted me, hey, Max, say, hey, what's up? I don't think I like you anymore. Hey! After I don't tell some of my guys this thing, I'm sure Valo listening to this thing will just be laughing, because he's waiting to listen to just meet me in school and banter me, guy. And then this girl was like, I don't like you anymore. I'm not sure. I don't think I like you anymore. And in my head, I was like, what? Wow. First, it was like mic drop in my heart. I was like, God, after dedicating so much energy and listening to this girl, and I was just like, wow. How much it was a lot. It was just like, wow, damn. I couldn't say I felt heartbroken, but I just felt I felt disappointed. I feel like that was it. I know what heartbreak is. Like I felt it. And I know that that was not heartbreak. Because what I'm telling you guys just happened yesterday night. So you feel me? And I felt heartbreak, and I know that was not heartbreak. Like what I was feeling at the time was not heartbreak. It was more or less disappointing. Like it was just disappointment, and I was just like, I feel like I was just more disappointed in the fact that we didn't work out, and Max is going to be single for a longer period. So I felt like I was just like, damn. And I really thought you'd be the one. You understand? I think I liked her. At this point, I'm not even sure because look, even if my first babe, yes, my only babe. What am I saying? Oh yeah, my first babe. Let's remember, first babe was, she was there and she was. I'm not counting the second girl as babe. I beg. It was too. I don't know. I just don't want to count her as babe. Basically, she's Miss Baby. So I'm just going to say I've only had one babe, which is, the first one. So she, we weren't compatible, but I know I gave my all. As far I went all in, and I realized that was me really liking somebody. Like the intimacy, the connection, the feeling was there. And for me, in this one that I just passed, no, it wasn't. I know it was more or less I was talking to like a friend that I was attracted to rather, sorry, less, rather, exactly. It's more or less I was talking to somebody I was attracted to that was a friend than somebody that I was dating or somebody that I was intending to date. And I feel like that's why I don't feel heartbroken. Many people have, because when I've told my guys, they were like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And that leads us to the next segment. After that, I obviously called my personal person. Like I didn't even call her. I just texted her. Every girl was on the call. She cut the call. She cut the call and called me. I was like, bro. She was like, because she told me that she would text me in 10 minutes. I was like, no problem. She said her heart was disturbing her. That when she heard the news, it was like somebody died. I was like, guy, it's not even this deep. I can guarantee you. And I was just like, look, it's not like I'm saying that she was just a fling or I felt nothing for her. I wouldn't say that, but I just feel like it wasn't deep enough for me to say I'm heartbroken. It's more or less just like I'm disappointed. And this is not to shade anybody. Chelsea drew yesterday, and I'm telling you, I'm more disappointed about the Chelsea loss than I am about, Chelsea drawing than I am about like her telling me she's not interested. I wouldn't even lie. I don't know whether it's me just getting over girls faster and faster with the amount of talking stages I've been through, but like her own was just like, it is what it is. Like for me, that was just that. Like, more, like I was, because I'm just like, I don't know what more I could do. Like I'm taking pride and I'm taking joy in the fact that I know I didn't fuck up this time. Like looking back, and me, my personal person, I analyzed it yesterday, and I was like, this one, it's not my fault. I didn't fuck up. There was nothing. She just lost feelings, and there's nothing we can do about that. It could happen to anybody. You understand? It's just unfortunate it happened to me. You feel me? I feel like if we stayed longer in the relationship, then what am I saying relationship? If we stayed longer in that, I don't even know what to call it. Let's just call it a thing. If we stayed longer in that thing, maybe I would have developed like serious feelings for her. I just felt like it was minute. At the point I did say I love her, but now that I think about it, I feel like I don't even understand what that word means anymore. So we move on. I know my personal person was talking and she was like, guy, I'm angry. Why would she say this? And I'm like, you can't necessarily blame her. She's not interested. She's not interested. And I'm grateful she did the right thing, because a lot of girls nowadays will just let you date and be dating and be liking yourself. And they'll be talking to you and they'll be vibing with you and they won't let you know. And then you just be there and you just be like, so I'm going to ask this girl out very soon. And you ask them out and they'll just tell you that I'm not interested. Bam. And everything that you've been working towards for 2 months just just wasted. You understand? Like, I'm glad you told me early enough before things got too deep, and then before it got to the point where I would have developed concrete feelings for her. You understand? So it's good this way. I even told her, I said I appreciate you for that. You are a decent human. That's exactly what I preach. Men, girls, boys, ladies out there, look, if you don't like somebody or you liked somebody at some point, but now you just know that the feelings have died, don't wait. Don't say, oh, I'm going to hurt the person. The longer you stay in that thing, the more you're hurting the person because you're not going to catch. No, sorry. Once you stop liking somebody, you're not going to. It's not Jen that you just go off and you just turn on back. It doesn't work that way. You stopped. You stopped. You just have to move on and just let the person know. The person obviously it will be painful. For me, just thank God it wasn't that painful. It was just disappointing. But for most people, it's going to be really painful. But the fact is, which one is better? You string them on for an extra 1 month, 2 months, where they grow concrete feelings, and then they're already thinking of, I really, really love this person, and then you tell them, and it now takes them another 6 months to get better, or you just let them know now when things are still chill, and they can get over you faster, and they can move on to the next person. Because if you really, really did care about that person in any way, you wouldn't want to cause any harm. And doing that, staying longer only causes more harm. Because I feel like most people say time heals. I say time makes things harder. You understand? The longer you stay without doing something, the harder it becomes. Like the procrastinating mentality just necessarily means that the longer you keep telling yourself a work that was very easy to do becomes a lot harder as time passes. That's the honest truth. So even if you don't want to do it now, anything that is telling you that it's going to be easier in the next, even the next 10 minutes is lying. Is lying. Things don't get easier with time. I'll just guarantee you that. Especially when it comes to things of the matters of the heart, things don't get, in fact, if they get more complex and harder with time. So please, if you're in that kind of situation and you know you just don't like this person, or you know you're not just sure, please let that person just know. It saves a lot of heartbreak. It saves a lot of stress. It saves a lot of unnecessary emotions that you put the person through. You feel me? Now, so later in the call, we called and I expressed a lot of feelings last night. Like, I was just going through the emotions in that last night. Yeah, it was just crazy because I went from, obviously when they first told me I was angry. Now, Jesus, our girl just break up with me like that. But it's not actually break up because we're not together. Then I was calm. Then I was just sad. Guess why I was sad? We were just talking about different things. You understand? And I just remembered one girl. You guys remember that podcast when I told you that there was a girl that made me smile and she doesn't even know I exist? I just remembered. I was just so sad. Like, I was just like, wow, human beings like this exist. Human beings like this exist. And I was just like, Holy Spirit. Sorry, pause. And I'm just going to use this to break and come back. Now, I'm sorry, but over my lifetime, and this is going to sound very abrupt, like it came out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with any of this. Over my lifetime, I've seen like fine girls, you understand? God has allowed me to witness some very beautiful creatures. I'm beautiful specimen of human being. And I'm just like, like, see, in Nigeria, and see, you can argue with your keyboards. I don't care. Like, a lot of things I'm going to say are going to be controversial and they are going to be based on my opinion. So if you come at me, it's your business. I'm saying it now, it's based on my opinion. But this first one I'm about to say is not based on my opinion. It's known fact. If you come and argue it, you are just a you're just not right. Like, there's nothing I can even give you. I can't insult you, but like, low key, you're lying to yourself. You don't want to tell yourself the truth. Like, bruv. And in the hierarchy of people I've seen that are just fine, I'm sorry, Calabar girls just are head and shoulders above everybody. Like, it should be a crime. Like, it should be like the top 6 finest girls I've seen in my life. 4 of them are Calabar girls. I'm like, it should be a crime, and that is saying something because my standards for fine, especially like extremely fine girls, you can ask my friends, is very high. Like, it's very, very high. You'll be surprised a lot of people that I don't rate as fine. Like, it, and this is not pride. Call it what you want. It is my kind of like selection. It's the same way. Like, look, you may come and say, Maxwell, you're misogynistic, you're segregating girls based on their beauty. I'm like, shut up. Like, really, just close your mouth. Because girls do the same thing to guys. Just because you don't say it out doesn't make you any better of a human being. Like, really, like, people tend to just deceive themselves. Like, you see a guy and then you see a guy that is averagely fine and you see a guy that is really fine and you tell me that no, they are all equally fine. Will you close your mouth and go and brush your teeth? Because Because honestly, some people just talk rubbish just because see the difference between me and the average person is that, or the regular person is that me, I don't keep things in my head. I don't know how to do that inside voice thing. If I see something, I say something, whether it's to my friends or to somebody, and mainly on this podcast. And the truth about it is that look, a lot of people are fine everywhere. You understand? But like there are levels to this game. Like your boy here now, God is just helping me. We know we're not fine, we're not soft. We're looking at people like Valo. Valo is soft, he's fine, he's bagging chicks left and right, and he's not even interested in a relationship. Like Valo is this kind of people that if Valo wants to enter a relationship now, he has 3 girls that he can be running around. You understand? But people like me, we're just here, nothing day, trying and failing. Like I've been telling Valo to give me lessons, but he's calling prices that I don't understand. How you tell me you want me to be paying 30k per month? But his lessons are premium shit too. Not the reason now. Don't worry, when the podcast comes, we'll tell him to give us some of his secrets, because this boy is making waves. Oh my god, honestly, yeah. On a serious note, Calabar girls. Is it jazz? Honestly, I feel like there's jazz involved, because you're not. I don't think it's a crime to look this like how. I feel like when God was making Calabar girls, he took ample time. You understand? He just took his time, just got that clay and just molded, sculpted it like woo. Because I don't understand. It's not even I'm saying their body shape, their face. I'm like, why are you this fine? Explain. You are defying some laws of physics. Your face is so asymmetrical. I can draw a line across your face and they would come on. Like, what is it? Like, honestly, I see some things and I'm just like, damn. Like, I can cut your face in half and duplicate it and it will look the same. Like, your face is too asymmetrical. Your face is just, is it symmetrical or asymmetrical? Please correct me, man. I'm English they had. And it's just like, what? Like, guy, honestly, Calabar girls are just head and shoulders above everybody else. I think after Calabar girls, and see, this is just based on Calabar girls are number 1 on anybody's list. I'm talking in Nigeria, on anybody's list. If you're telling me otherwise, you're arguing with yourself and you are very wrong. I'm sorry. Go and check out. It's okay. Shaaa, we move on. Secondly, on that list, and this is now where it becomes controversial. The first one is absolute, everybody can agree. From here on out, it now becomes controversial. Second one on my list, Igbo girls. I'm sorry, they have their own wahala. I'm not talking about personality wise. Igbo girls, if money is not involved, first, I don't even know. Igbo girls, the wickedness that is inside their blood is just another level of like, wow. Igbo girls and breakfast, they are synonymous. Like, it's back to back. Like, I'm not even like, it's back to back. Like, chill. Let me even pull up something on my phone. It was a friend sent me something of like characteristics of different tribes. Chill. All right, I go ahead. So it starts with, and I'm sorry if my accent changes a little bit. It just happens from time to time. My friends know this. It's not even as if I'm trying. It just happens. Igbo women born for the soft life, popularly known for their wickedness. Like, everybody knows this. Igbo women, they were born with it. Like, it's just like everybody was born with wickedness this day and age. Trust me. But like, Igbo women is like, is in their DNA. It's not more in their blood. It's in their DNA. Like, it's embedded. You get that double helix is inside it. Like, they wrote wickedness inside because it's bad. You must have money. I feel like this one's a must for all girls, actually. Like, all tribes of girls. If you don't have money, I really don't understand what you want to do, really. Best in serving breakfast, Igbo women. You have to. Is their title. I'm sorry. They are fine. Oh my god. Igbo women are fine. Like, but like, no. Breakfast is standard. Like, you just know that if an Igbo woman is serving you breakfast, you go feel them inside your bone marrow. Like, they're okay. Next up, Yoruba women. They are thick. Well, yeah. They have sharp mouth, normal. Especially Ibadan queens, normally. Yoruba women, you talk rubbish, they'll give you left, right, center, up, down. Hey. Yoruba girls normally may be hard to trust. They can be three-faced. I disagree with this. You get it's more or less like it depends on the person. I won't go ahead and stereotype Yoruba women with this. If they could put pepper in ice cream, they would. the amount, like, see, I'm a Yoruba guy. I don't claim Yoruba, but we get the idea. That's a story for another day. Um, and that's going to shock all of you because I look light skinned, I look Igbo, I talk Igbo, I sound Igbo. Yeah, I know, I've heard it all. But like, I'm a Yoruba guy, so apparently, and I hate Pepe. People of God, listen to me. I hate Pepe. I mean, I hate it with passion. Like, even in my stew, sometimes even in my stew, I say stew. Nigeria is affecting me. Even in my stew, when they are making stew, sometimes they make my own separately because me I hate pepper. Like if they, that's why I don't take suya. Kilishi I take it once in a while because I hate it. Like, all right, moving from Yoruba women, Edo women. These people before they even start anything, Edo women are fighters. If you are dating an Edo woman, just know that fights is fights. Yeah, so that's what they're saying. Very generous, but with a price, of course. I don't know what price they're talking about. To people like me, we're not of the world. We're children of God. But yeah, I know the Edo women are very generous. All the girls that are from Edo, beautiful and very generous. Very, 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 very generous. Queens of violence. Obviously, I've said violence. Be like, oh my God. Don't try arguing with her exactly. I feel like you've just described. Don't try arguing with an Edo woman. You will sleep there. Like, even me that I know that I feel argue. I'm nothing compared to Edo women. Commonly known for air travel, the spirits of the wind. All right, let's move on. Hausa women. Hausa women are actually very chill. Yeah, Hausa women are really fine. Hausa women are really fine. If not for the whole like, like, like I don't know. They just give me a vibe I'm not necessarily comfortable with. You get album Hausa women, but they are really fine. Soft spoken and obedient. I've not really met so many of them, but like the ones I know, yeah. But they are jazz and that level. Yeah, laughs in Karamata. Hausa women. If they blow you breeze, you don't do for you. My guy was like, this is not Hausa. My guy was like, I should go and live in beach. I was like, bro, I'm like, you suffer for Ibadan. Don't tire me. I don't want to increase it. Please, just leave me be. He was like, what are you saying? I was like, guy, Kawamata is real. Honestly, okay, we're rounding up on this stuff. Not on the podcast, on this stuff. We still have like 30 minutes to go for the podcast. Calabar and Akwa Ibom, they are joints. Yes, it's Calabar and Akwa Ibom. They can cook. Holy spirits. The food that they make, I'm sorry, it's like, is angelic. And they can take care of their men and yours too. Ukpo. Ukpo. Maybe you all shouldn't have pets or dogs, especially. Yeah. No, it's calm. Look, see, I mean, let's just stop there. A lot of things about these girls, and I'm just like, chai. A lot of things, for me personally. I was just, at this point, this podcast is just random. I'm sorry if things are not going to plan, but it's random. We'll get back to the breakfast story in the end, don't worry. Now, somebody asked me a question. They were like, what are the few things that I feel like it was a girl, like, what are the few things that I see in a girl that make me, what are my icks and what are my green lights? You feel me? Number one, let's talk about my icks first, so that let me first do the bad, then go to the good. My icks sometimes is the name. I'm sorry, nobody on this planet can tell me that there's no a name that you hear that just offs you. I've said it before, all these boy chain to girls names, like there are a few of them that are actually nice, like Davina. I'm David, so why are you Davina? Like, we're not matching, we're not twins, like, don't come near me. Esmeralda. What was going on? Like, the person that even invented, that's not like a boy name to girl, but like, I'm just saying random names now. Like, what? Like, why? Like, for what? The one name that I like that just sits with me is Gabriella. I mean, Gabriella, I don't think I've ever seen a Gabriella that is ugly. Like, they can't. Like, I don't even understand. You just can't. You have to do plastic surgery. You can't be ugly and your name is Gabriella. Moving on. Which other girl? I'm trying not to mention people's names that I know before they come and attack me. Which other name? I think that was all. Basically, there's no really other names. What other thing can ache me? Your voice, please, God. I've cancelled some girls just because, not cancelled like Twitter cancelled some girls, like, I'm not interested in them because the voice, and I'm just like, God. Like some girls be out, and I understand that it's not your fault, but like it's I can't. Like when you're sounding like me in the morning, I'm just like, what? Like how can you be sounding like a boy and I'm a boy? So what's now going to happen? Like no, it just offs me. You know, so like there's just some voices like which other thing? I'm not so big on dressing because even me myself, I'm not that. I don't dress like mad. You get, so I'm not big on dressing. Just don't look like you dressed in the dark. You understand? Dress like you had eyes when you were coming out. You understand? You don't even need to have a mirror. At least you know you have eyes. So dress like your those things are working. You understand? Yeah. Like I'm talking on a regular. Like if you're just coming to carve to eat, you can dress anyhow. To be honest, I understand. Even me, I do from time to time. When guy is just, I don't care. When you're just in this mood of, I actually really don't care. I just want to get my food and come back. Like honestly, like you were too tired to come to carve, but you just feel like, oh my, I just have to. I cannot starve. So you get when your hunger just surpasses your laziness just a little bit, but you're too lazy to think about what to dress. Yeah, that's that one I can understand. But like on a regular school day, like you're going for classes or you're going out with your guy or like there's a function like a school thing you're going for, please dress like you have eyes. Like that is just it. But I'm not so big. You don't have to go like fashion shit, just like casual steady shit, like simple and calm. You understand? No pattern, no colors that just make me want to go blind. No. You get the idea. But I think that's all the aches I have in girls. Oh, any girl that is unambitious, if I think there's a word like that, but excuse me, please just allow me to use that word. Unambitious is an ick for me. Like, no. When I'm asking you, oh, what are you going to see you do after university, NYSC? After NYSC, I don't know. Ah, okay. What do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. Ah, hey, a lot of people just do that thing. I'm just like, God forbid bad thing. It's not me and you. It's not like I'm saying you don't have a future, but like, I mean, we'll get into that in a few minutes. Sha. I mean, then the green lights. We're coming back to this voice thing again. I'm sorry. There's some girls that just like what. I mean, there's a girl. I'm sorry. I just have to say her name in Chem. I just like this girl's voice. Just like it's just like guy. When I heard that voice, I was like this girl is good. Like the voice just stimulates something in my head. I just be like, I want to be around you. Like for you, like what? Like beautiful voice. I'm not even talking about singing voice. Like speaking voice and singing voice are two different things, and two of them are green lights for me. Like honestly, first let's talk about speaking voice. Like when you have a good speaking voice as a girl, and I understand that some girls just don't have it, but like there's nothing I can do. Is what I like. You feel me? If you have a good speaking voice, you get. I'm not saying if the issue is just don't have a bad speaking voice. That's just it. Like if you have an average one, like it's not good, it's not bad, it's just there. I'm chill with it. If you have this voice that sounds like trucker or Yoruba demon or like you've spent like 12 years in the village, we can't. I can't even talking to you. I will just be angry for no reason. I will not just want to be around you mainly, and I know it's a problem, but like there's nothing we can do. Singing voice. I kid you not, and I know it's bad. There was a girl I really liked in secondary school because of her voice. Like, I did not even care about the girl one bit. It was just, and I think she got mixed signals of me. I like her. Yeah, I liked you, but just for your voice. Like, honestly, if they could remove your vocal cords and just give it to a boy, I think I'll become gay. It was that deep. Like, it was not honest. What? Like, this girl sang for me, and I was in love. I think that's the closest I've ever been to understanding what love is. I was in love because right there, right then, I actually told her, "Do you want to do I marry you now or you want to wait till you understand?" Baby girl was laughing, but I kid you not, I was dead serious. Like I was. People don't understand how deep this voice thing is for me. If you have a good singing voice, I can just forward 700k to your account quickly. If I had that money, quickly, I can just forward it to your account. 1.5 m sharp, just dash you 1.3. Just take, go and enjoy yourself. Go and oil those vocal cords or whatever you do to them. Honestly, I said oil, Jesus. You get the point, but guy, oh my god, singing is a real green, like serious green light for me. What else? Singing, speaking, I think that's all mainly. When you look nice, when you smell nice, well, I'm attracted to smell too, but like, not a big thing. I think it's just the voice thing. I think it's mostly just the voice thing. If you are fine and you have a good voice, if you are fine and you don't have a good voice, nothing. I'm sorry, nothing, nothing makes me off faster than a girl that doesn't have a good voice. Whether is our fault too, whether it's not our fault too. I want to concern me. Like, I thank God for the voice I have, but damn, if I've heard some boys' voices, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I should be learning from this boy. Like, honestly, like really. Moving on. Which other thing is there to talk about? Okay, back to the relationship. This thing. So, she. I can't say she broke up. It's not even a relationship. Whatever, basically. And we talked about a lot of things, and then somebody asked me this question, and I feel like I'm to say this on this podcast so that people would not continue disturbing me. You understand? So I'm just going to say it here. For all of you asking me, why do I want a relationship, or why am I interested in a relationship? It all boils down to a different question. Although that's actually the question. Sorry, the question people normally ask me is that why am I so eager to move on to the next girl? You understand? And I'm like, the answer to that question is a different question. Why am I so interested in a relationship? Now look, and this is now where things get serious. This is where things get deep. This is where the jokes are going to be less. So for the first 35 minutes we've played, we laughed, but now things are about to get serious. So I just want you guys to listen and take, like, I advise you, get a pen, get a paper, and actually take note of some of the things I'm about to say, because low-key, I feel like you guys need to hear this. I mentioned this thing yesterday when I was talking to my guys, and I realized that a lot of people need to hear this. So please actually pause the podcast. I'm dead serious now. Like, Maxwell is serious now. Get a piece of paper and a pen and want to write. I know this is absurd, but like, trust me, you really want to listen to this. Now, look, this is mainly for final year or people that are about to be in final year, or at least you are 2 years or 3 years away from graduating. This is not necessarily for 100 level students, but I feel like 100 level students or younger people can learn from this, and older people too, you can learn from this. But I just want to give it, look, we're at the point in our lives where we realize that we are the grown-ups now. In the sense of, when you're a kid, you just be like, when I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up. Bro, this is the grown-up. Like, this is us when you grow up. Like, look, let me explain to you. By the time you have finished the university, which is about a year or 2 years from now, for me, it's just a year, we thank God. You do realize that you're a man. You're a woman, you're a man. All the responsibility is down on your head. Whatever you do is accountable to you. It is no more your parents, it's no more your siblings, it is no more people above you, it is you now. Like, at this point in time, if you commit a crime, you will go to jail. Even if you do anything, you will be accountable. If you steal, they will not call your parents. They may inform them that, oh, your son has been incarcerated, but like, it is you that will enter trouble. You understand? It is not a case where you are responsible for everything about you, everything about yourself. Your parents are still financially aiding you, yes, but you are responsible for your decisions and everything. And I feel like right now you need to understand that you are an adult, not adults that we used to play about now. Yeah, like, you're a real adult. Like, and at this point in your life, you need to take responsibility for a lot of things. You need to start realizing that a lot of things are now getting serious. Ask me, what does this have to do with relationships? All right, look, relationships are definitely part of everybody's lives, except you don't want to get married. Yeah, if you are a year to graduating, 2 years to graduating, and you're telling me that you have zero relationship experience, I pity you. Now look, in the early 1900s, the 90s, that's the late 1900s now, the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, maybe even this last decade that just passed, maybe to early 2011, 12, you can say that yes, it was possible for you to date once and marry once. You understand? The first person you ever liked or dated is the person you married. It was possible. But in days like this, in weeks like this, when wickedness is everywhere, like, people are daily, like, those days it was more like people were not just being wicked, it was just victims of circumstance. People are deliberately doing wicked things to people, shattering people's hearts, making things difficult for guys, just being awful human beings. And it's not possible. I'm sorry. This thing, I believe in the philosophy that, see, unless God intervenes, you will collect breakfast at least once. Look, you collect breakfast at least once. And look, the relationship thing is You need experience before you enter marriage. I'm sorry. And I don't mean sexual experience for all of you horny, stupid people that are listening to this. I mean real experience of understanding the other gender. I'm not just talking about guys understanding girls. I'm talking about girls understanding guys because it works both ways. Your wife cannot just be adamant on everything. You understand? You say sometimes you have to stand your ground. You get, and these are the kind of experiences that you only get through relationships. Look, I told the guy something. I said, see, you cannot, there's some things that no matter how much advice I want to give you, you cannot get through. You cannot get it unless you are in a relationship. Like, how do I want to explain to you people how heartbreak feels, how breakfast feels? It's not jazz now. There's some things you just have to experience to understand how to deal with heartbreak. Some of you, your first heartbreak is going to be when you're 25. Like, bro, people have been collecting these things since they were 12. Like, guy, you will now be crying like a little child. You will now be all over the place because you cannot control your emotions at 25 years old. When things I think you're meant to have gotten over by your early teenage years. You understand? Look, you need the experience. And look, I'm not saying date because you want to turn somebody into a learning experience. Date because you genuinely want to and you mean it. The experience is going to come along the way. Look, in everything you do, the experience is going to come. Even if you sit down, it's an experience. Even if you don't do anything, it's an experience. Look, date because you know that you really want to like somebody. You want to know what it feels to be with somebody, to care about somebody so much, and because you like the person. Like, you like the person's personality, you just love this person, you just know that this is somebody I want to be with. You understand? The experience will come through. Sure, breakfast may happen. It's another learning experience. No matter what, there will always be a learning experience. But you need to understand that these are the fundamental things you need. Because look, I feel like a lot of people take relationship as lightly. I'll do it later. I was talking to a guy. He's not interested in relationship. I was like, look, unless you're planning to be like die single, then there's no problem. But look, you need to take relationship as an actual serious aspect of your life, as serious as things like your finances. Like right now, on your scale of things, I feel like it should be, because right now all the things you are doing, there are no more foundations for your future. This is your future. Like, this is not this is not saying, when I grow up, bro, you've already grown up. Most of you, 90% of the decisions you're making right now are basically cemented on the fact that this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So this is no more saying, I can make mistakes and I have the time to come back. Most of the mistakes you make now, you may not have time to fix them later. I'm telling you. Or you may take extra time to fix them later. So look, hierarchy of things in your life, God should be first. Spirituality is above all else, because like it or not, vanity upon vanity, everything fades away eventually. Look, everything fades away eventually. God is the constant, so stick with that. Next on your list, right now you're in school, so academics should be first. Look, that 1 million they're paying on your head is not cheap. It's not cheap. Me that I just bought this podcast equipment, I was sweating when I was buying it, and it's cheap. 1 million is not cheap. So please take your academics very seriously. After your academics, you can put your relationships next. I'm not just talking about your relationship with your friends. I'm talking your actual relationship with like a partner. Because look, these are the foundations for these are not the foundations. These are the building blocks upon the foundation for your future. You have the foundation. At this point, if you don't have the foundation in relationship, you are very scary. Because look, nobody wants to be in this day and age. Gone are the days when you can say you want to marry at 35, you want to marry at 27, you want to marry at. Look, ladies, people are beautiful, but your beauty doesn't last forever. Nobody in this day and age wants to marry a 29-year-old woman. Once you are in late 20s, early 30s, they're already like, this girl is too old. Do you understand? Nobody wants to marry that kind of woman. So if you keep saying my career over everything and you push everything to the point where marriage becomes desperation, and you now start, every man now start looking appealing to you. You that you were saying no to high class men, now a low class rubbish is coming to meet you and you are feeling like, let me just settle for what I can get. You should never have to settle for your marriage. Like, seriously. You can't be doing things like just pushing aside important things in your life, because the truth is, a happy wife is a happy life. If you have a happy partner, honestly, the joy in your heart, you cannot explain it. Like, it is only second to the joy of salvation and the joy of God. Having a partner with you that you love so much is literally only second to God's love. Period. And these are the things that you just need to experience. It's not a want, it's a need to experience. Whether as a relationship, look, I can't guarantee you're not going to collect breakfast. I'm telling you now that if you've never collected breakfast, you collect it at least once. You can get it right the second time, fine, but you must experience the wickedness of this world. That's normal. I'm telling you, that is normal. But look, Look, I'm here to encourage you and tell you that, look, see, you need to take these kind of things more seriously because, see, in the early days of your life, yes, relationship was not important because you had more pressing things to do with your life. But at this point, when marriage is now becoming more and more like, you know, is coming, it's up and coming, busy, it's upcoming, it's not more something so far. Like, yeah, okay, people around my course, right? Or sorry, my level are now at least between the ages of 19 to 21. Look, people marry at 23, 25. Earliest people, at least latest people marry this averagely. I did the research. Latest people marry in these days in Nigeria is about 26. Latest. As in averagely people marry around 26 years old. Okay, let me not say latest. Yes, averagely people marry. Latest, obviously, people marry about 40s and everything, but like averagely people marry about 26. That means for me that I'm 20 years old, I literally have 6 years till marriage. And I need to gather experience about relationships, about women, about how to deal with women, about, you know, all these things within 6 years. And right now I'm single. Do you catch my drift? Do you like follow me? And these are the things that people don't understand. These are why people would be there, and after a while you just realize that none of your relationship ever stakes. You get to marriage and nothing is working, and then you're just like, God. I'm like, God is there, but like also you work. Like when you had the opportunity to do things you did not, now you're coming to beg God. Like God is going to yes, God does everything fine, but like you had the opportunity to work, to gain this experience, to get this knowledge, but you didn't. Now you are struggling, you are begging, when you could have done these things, understood it, and moved on. You know, it's just appalling to watch people do this every day, and I'm just like, look, yeah. I'm not using this to tell you, oh, you're starting into relationships, start chasing other 100 level girls. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take your time, look at people. It's also even the process of getting into a relationship is something that you need to understand. You don't just jump. You don't just look at somebody and say, oh, she's fine, she likes me, let's move on. Just because you like somebody doesn't mean you should enter a relationship with them. Understand that too. And I cannot begin to give you all the hundreds and thousands of rules about relationship. There are too plenty. And there are a lot of things that you just need to experience. You experience them, you understand them. And these are the things. I cannot tell you everything because the truth about it is that even me, I don't know everything. I'm still learning as much as you can. Even this field talking stage that just happened, I'm still learning so much. You understand? So, like, guy, everybody is learning, and you're not telling yourself, "Oh, I don't want to get a relationship." When you now get into the outside world, you see shaky, you be crying, begging God, God, please, why can't, why? Oh, your this thing is now why? Like, this is the time you settle down and then you get your shit working properly. But you know, you are there telling yourself, "I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready." Fine. Nobody's saying you're not ready. Nobody's saying it's bad for you saying you're not ready. I was talking to the girl self. I said, look, you're not ready for a relationship is not a problem. The fact that you're not ready to work on yourself is the problem. People use that excuse of I'm not ready for a relationship now. Why I'm not entering? No problem now. That one is not an issue. When you having a problem is not the problem. You not wanting to solve the problem you have is the problem. Like I can say, oh, God forbid, I'm poor. That's not a problem. Like, yeah, it's bad, but it's not a problem. Me now saying I'm poor, but I don't want to do everything is the problem. Because I will stay in that place. But if I tell myself, you know what, I'm going to work hard. I'm poor, yeah, but I'm going to work. I'm broke, but I'm going to work. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to find a way. The fact is, if you hustle long enough, you will find a way. So people are hustling and they are making it. You are there talking Gary and eating bread and calling Sapa. How will Sapa leave you when you don't want to do anything in your life? You will always remain single. When it's now time to now, okay, it's time to marry. You now notice everybody is now saying, no, I don't like you. Or Kiniko, you have one comma. That's when you want to start correcting yourself. When everybody has figured their shit out, that's when you want to start figuring your shit out. And you think people have your time. Because like it or not, nobody wants somebody who doesn't even know what they are doing. People want people that have figured their shit out. And that's something I learned. I don't want somebody that is overall insecure, always unsure, always questioning every single thing they are doing. I can't have that kind of person. Because the truth is that our relationship will never last. Because you will always be questioning, even if you have it perfect, you'll be asking yourself, why are things so perfect? Why is this? Like people that are just they are so unsure of themselves that they begin to question every single day about themselves. I cannot be around those kind of people. Because in as much as I can assure you so many times, the fact is, there's no amount of assurance you can have in the world that if you yourself are not ready to work on yourself, is nothing is going to happen. Like, and that's my problem with a lot of girls these days. Toxicity is not the problem. It's the fact that you just don't know what you want. If you knew what you want and you realize that this is bad for me, this is what is good for me. A lot of people tell themselves this is my type. You fucking sorry, that's bad. You actually don't know what you want. You just see something that is fine and you just be like, it's good. And then you enter a relationship, a year in, you are crying and you're saying you have mental trauma, and then a good guy comes along and you're like, I'm not doing this. The guy is, because you're a fool. Because from the first time when you should have done it, you did not. Now you're in a bad relationship, you come out and then you see a genuine guy, and you cannot. Do you understand? If you had done the work the first time and used your brain and done the right things and not painted those red flags green, because a lot of you will be dying those red flags green and be saying, don't worry, don't worry. Like, there are toxic guys out there, there are toxic girls out there, but you intentionally tell yourself that they are fine, and then you now meet a guy after those people, you meet a girl after those people, and you be like, no, I'm damaged. You put yourself in that place, bruv. Man, them, you put yourself in that place. What you want to do? Like, it's not, like, honestly, I feel pained and I'm angry a little bit because I've experienced this so many times where beautiful girls, smart girls, interesting girls just come up to me and they be like, I'm not ready. I can't. What's the problem? I'm still getting over my ex. What's the problem? He was toxic. I'm just like, nigga, I feel like just whacking you in the head. But like, were you dumb when you were dating him? Like, was he not like, like, see, I understand Mumu. I understand though. But like, when something is wrong, like, look, no matter how much you love fire, no matter how much we all appreciate the use of fire in our house, if fire is coming towards you, will you be smiling at it? Like, no matter, like, you use fire for a lot of things. You use it to cook. You understand? There's gas and everything. But if you're getting too close to fire and fire is coming towards you, like, oh, let's say something is burning and you're looking at it, would you just stand there? Like, I don't know. Oh, let me put this as an analogy. You know how fire is useful to all of us. Now they are burning something outside and it's emitting toxic fumes. Will you just stand there and be like, it's just fresh air? It's me that is imagining it. It's me. Why you, like, that's exactly what people do these days. You know this thing is bad for you, but because you are feeling like, oh, this thing is still helpful in so many ways. If something is bad, it's bad, and if it's not good enough, then X. Like, people of God, X. Take care of your life. If you don't care about yourself, care about your future self. Because the fact is, these niggas, these girls that are being toxic to you are making things harder for the next person. For somebody that is actually going to be, like, people have lost out on soulmates because of stupid decisions they made in their previous relationship. Somebody that is generally so good for you, that is nice to you, that is beautiful, like the person, like the girl is just everything you need, but you are just fucking toxic because of what? Like, look, I just want to tell you guys, get your shit together. Know what you actually want. Like, see, look. It's not about what I like. It's about what you actually want and what you actually need. At times, my dad said something to me. He said, do you need to realize that a lot of the things that are good for us as human beings are bitter. And a lot of the things that are bad for us as human beings are sweet. Like, a lot of the things that you eat today that you say, oh, it's sweet, like chicken, pizza, they are actually detrimental to your health. But all these useless things like bitter cola, like bitter leaf, like things that just, if I say, they're not so sweet, they are things that help you the most. And that's the thing, and it's not just about food. Those are things that are even in real life. A lot of the things we do today, that we like are actually bad for us. And that's the honest truth. And a lot of things that we don't like doing are actually things that are good for us. You just need to understand that it's not about what necessarily you like, it's about what is good for you. By the time you know what is good for you and you work towards it, you'll be a fantastic human being. You won't need to work, you won't need to get over, like, do you really need to get over relationship problems? Like, must everybody have their own relationship problems? Like, look at me, I have none. I won't say, okay, let me not go as far as I say I have none. I don't have enough for me to say that, oh, I cannot be in a relationship. Like, I'm very chill. I'm free with people. I'm trusting. I'm honest. Maybe a little bit too honest, but still, I consider people's feelings. Is it hard? Must you enter, like people just know that I must. People's this is that I must be toxic first. When I finish being toxic, I can now say I want to be like. People of God, I've spoken enough. A word is enough for the wise. Get your life together. For your finances, your academics, your spirituality, and especially your relationship. The fact that at this age of your life, you are still taking relationship as something I'll do tomorrow. May you not marry when you are desperate, in Jesus' name. Please. Take time and sort yourself out. Relationship life is important. I'm not just talking about relationship with your friends. We all know that your relationship with your friends is important, but even your relationship as per sexual romantic relationship is very important. There are a lot of things you need to know before you enter marriage if you want to have a successful marriage that you can only know if you're in a relationship. So please don't be stupid, don't be dumb. Yeah? Don't say I'm pushing off relationship till when, because the truth is that they will always be till when. They will always be till when. There will always be something that is going to be busy. You're never going to be 100% free. Look, even me right now, I'm at home. There are still things to do. I'm just being lazy. There will always be something. So please, let's be honest with ourselves. Thank you guys so much. It's your boy Max. We've been talking for a while. It's been good. Please share, like. I hope you guys love this episode. I know it's a bit more serious than what we're used to, but it's cool. Thank you guys so much for listening. Share. And this is me signing off from my house. Next time you're gonna hear me, I'm gonna be in school with a few guests. So yeah, it's been good. Bye.